Hi guys, happy Tuesday afternoon live. It is Tuesday, the last day of February 2023. So February 28th, 2023. Happy birthday to Debbie. I just wanted to come on a little bit early today. By a little bit, I mean very, like 4 hours early, because it's the last day of Sale A Bration. And that means it's the last day to get some free stuff just for shopping. And there's a number of things that I wanted to remind you about, so I thought I would do a card to show you something else that you can do with something you might already have free, and if not, you can still get it free today. Okay, so let me start by saying my name is Betty Sakosha. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and the team leader for the Power of Positive Inking. And this is, I said, February 28th, 2023, last day of Sale A Bration for this year. So I wanted to give you a last minute chance to look at some ideas, many that we have seen before, and a new one that I'm going to share today, so that you can make your decision about what you might need before midnight. Okay, so let me flip you down and we will get started. That's not what I meant to do. Okay, got my cord. Can you see my coffee and my cord? I am I'm in rough shape here today, I think. Okay, so let me bring that in. Let me move my coffee out of the way. It is a snowy day here in New England. Well, it could be rain at this point, but in any case, I had a snow day from school, so so that's why I'm actually organized a little bit early. All right, so let me bring in what I'm using. Yeah, let me start with what my background that I'm going to make, and that is using the free Thanks a Bunch photopolymer stamp set that you can still get during Sale A Bration. So all of the things that you can get that are still left for Sale A Bration, you can find online. If you don't have a catalog, it's pointless getting one now because the sale ends in just a few hours. But you can see online what you would, what options are still available. This is one of them, this Thanks a Bunch, and I have shown a bunch of samples before, and I will recap some of those samples today that were things that I made with this Thanks a Bunch. And to be perfectly honest, when I saw the carrots, I thought they were very interesting, but I said, carrots. Do I need carrots? And then I found out, yes, in fact, I do. They are the cutest little vegetables going. So I'm going to show you a really cute card today and something that you can pair with some other Stampin' Up! Products that I'm going to show you in just a minute. Okay, so I'm going to start with just a little strip of basic white paper. And for my carrots today, I'm going to choose some pretty bright colors. I'm using Granny Apple Green and Mango Melody. So these are pretty bright. And I'm going to use these little baby carrots because what's cuter than a baby carrot? Nothing, I say. Maybe a baby avocado. That would be... Actually, we have avocados in our catalog. If that's something you need... Did you see what I did there? It's okay. I'm going to make sure that that part of the card is covered up. Don't you worry. All right. We do have, I started to say we do have avocados. If that is cuter for you than a baby carrot, we have those in our catalog under the, I think it's called Nacho Average Taco Set. Something along those lines. There's tacos and avocados and burritos, and it's adorable. So I use this stamp here, and then I'm going to use this little stamp here in my Granny Apple Green to add the little carrot stalks. Is that what you call them? The things on the top of the carrots? I don't know. I kind of would like to be a farmer, but I'm not sure I'd be good at it. That's a lot of stalks, right? All in one area, isn't it? That might have been a mistake. Well, we'll find out. And as I always say, it's only paper. Okay, I'm going to throw in just a little bit of greenery on some edges here. Yeah, that's good. Know when is enough, and this is enough. Okay, so let me close up my ink pad so I don't stick my fingers in them. And move that right out of the way. All right, so here is going to be my strip of paper that is going to be my accent strip on this card. The paper that I'm using this paper is actually like the little cousin of the Granny Apple Green, and that is called the Parakeet Party. Actually, I just made that up. I don't think it's really called the little cousin, but it is called Parakeet Party, and it's an in color. And I'll show you why I used that. I knew it would coordinate with the Granny Apple Green, and I'm going to use a little bit of designer series paper in that color, so I knew that it would match nicely. Okay, so let me bring in the star of the show, if you will. I just started playing with this new set called Playing in the Rain, and I will show you where you can find it in your catalog. It is found in the Rain or Shine suite. The suite is not actually available right now. And if I have my latest facts correct, it is because these flowers are not available. But the stamp set and the dies are available. So you can get them as a bundle right there. You can find that right there. You can get the bundle for, there it is, Playing in the Rain bundle for $54. $54 will get you free carrots. So that is a real deal. Okay, so that's on page, did I tell you it's page 50 of the current, I don't know what we're calling it, January to April catalog. I call it the spring catalog. I call things a lot of things that maybe aren't really their real names, but that's what I would call that catalog. And I am going to use this adorable little bunny. So this suite features really cute little critters. This really kind of shy looking little turtle, so cute. This very confident little fox, and this incredibly happy little bunny, along with an umbrella, a puddle, some raindrops, some clouds, some flowers, and two different greetings there. So I'm going to utilize my carrots and my bunny and tie them all together. All right, so where is let me grab some paper here and my Memento ink, and I'm going to stamp my bunny. This is a red rubber stamp. The first one I used today was photopolymer. So photopolymer you can see through, red rubber you can't. They both have their strengths. I really love red rubber. Okay, so watch this beautiful image. La. Okay, now we also have dies that coordinate with this stamp set, as I mentioned. These are called the Playing in the Rain dies. I haven't made them all pretty yet, so you can see all the things, but there's stumps, there's grass, there's a bridge, there's kites, puddles, umbrellas, clouds, and the little critters. So with the little critters, pull that up there, you get this die cut out here. Now, when you stamp this little guy, he's got a puddle under him. But when you cut this little guy, it cuts off the puddle. So he's not actually necessarily in the rain. That option is up to you. So I previously cut this out. And I'm just going to give it I'm going to do a quick coloring in with some blend. So let me move this down a little bit more so you can see. Whoops. That is part of a kite part, but actually that's good. I'll show you something you can do with that. I'm not going to do it with this little guy, but I'll show you what you can do. Okay, so I'm going to use the Mango Melody because it matches the Mango Melody that I used on my carrots. And I'm just going to color. These are the Mango Melody blends. You could color using markers, blends. You could use watercolor markers, watercolor pencils, excuse me. If you use, depending on what you use, what you're actually coloring with, would determine if you were better off to use Memento ink or StazOn ink. But with the blends, you definitely want to go with Memento. Okay, and I'm not really blending anything. I'm just coloring. But the beautiful part about this is that there's no lines left there. So if you're not a great colorer, or if lines really make you crazy, blends are the way you want to go. Okay, so I'm going to make this little bunny light petal pink, which we all know is actually a blush color. It's called petal pink. I think it should be called Barely Blush, but again, it's just the name I've given it, not the name that it's really called. But it's a really sweet little, kind of nice springy color. And the perfect color for an adorable bunny. So I'm using the wide tip of my blend as careful as I can because it's, because I should be using the narrow tip right now, but I'm chancing it. Okay, so this is all using my light petal pink. The blends come in two different, they come together with the light and the dark. And for the dark, I'm just going to go in and add a little bit of detail on the inside of his ears. And his little nose. And I'm just going to add a little bit of color like right under his coat where he might have a little bit, it might be a little bit darker because of the shadow of the coat. And that will all blend together. Now, I'm going to add a little bit of color on his cheeks. Because everybody knows really happy bunnies need cheeks. Okay? So there's my little bunny. Done coloring. Now, what I did was that I took some of our designer series paper. We have, Stampin' Up! Offers a sort of a variety pack of all the different family colors of this designer series paper where you get two different patterns, four different patterns on two different sides. Does that make sense? Each paper has a choice of pattern. And there are two different styles of that paper. So there are a total of 4 different patterns. I'm going to use this pattern here because it looks really springy to me. And this color here is this color here. So this is the Parakeet Party. All right, now, and I got my little bunny there. All right, let me pull in my background and tell you what I was going to do. My plan is that this whole thing is going to go on some white. I have to find, where was that bad carrot? Oh yeah, right there. Okay, perfect. That's where he's going to go. That's where, can you see I missed? It's all right. And I actually missed that too, but I'm not worried. Anybody complains, it's the last card they get from me. Okay. So this generally is what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to mount this on some white paper. But I wanted to add a little bit more to it, so I actually ran it through my gingham embossing folder. So this is currently available from Stampin' Up. Any kind of folder that you have that might add just a little bit of something for the background. Not to take away from it, but really to kind of pop it a little bit. I think you can agree that that's a better background than this, right? Like this is fine, but this is finer, right? Okay, so let's put down, I'm going to put down this strip first. I'm using my green glue. Anytime I use anything that has an embossed image, I find that the green glue gets in the nooks and crannies a little bit better. So that is my preference. But, you know, it's your card. Do what you want. Just make sure that it's stuck on there good. Okay? And then I'm going to put this guy on dimensionals, which are across the room. I apologize. I knew I'd forget something. I should have known it was dimensionals. It's always dimensionals. Okay, so I'm going to put 3 dimensionals on here. And pop that on here. The beauty of this pattern is it doesn't really have a top or a bottom, so it doesn't matter. Remember, I'm covering that little guy there. And I think that looks pretty good. And then I'm going to put, let's get my words together before I actually, before I put him on to make sure he's where I want him to be. Okay, so I failed, I neglected to say that I cut this circle out of our Stylish Shapes dies. And I'm going to cut the label out of the same, or I did cut the label out of the same set of dies. So this comes with 4 labels, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares, and 6, 1, 2, 3, and 6 circles. So you get a lot of mileage for this. And what's really nice is you can, I think you can tell that you get a, you get an inside and an outside stitch on things. So as you cut things out, you can actually use the negative of it. So this is the positive, I guess you'd call it. And then on the paper that I cut it out of, I have a negative of this. So that would also be available for me to use. I am going to cut, I'm going to stamp my words in the Mango Melody. And the words that I'm using comes from this set here, the Thanks a Bunch set. I'm going to use It Looks Like Spring. And so I have cut out the label, and I mean, yes, I've cut out the label, and I know these words are just going to fit. And because it's photopolymer, I can see right through. There we go. Get that out of the way. And I'm going to put a dimensional on the side of this. I'm going to put it only on one side because this already has a dimensional. This is my intent, right? So this already has a dimensional. Rather than pop this part of it up again, I'm only putting a dimensional on this side. So I think I like this, and he can be popping right off because that's sort of how he is happiest, I can tell. All right, and I will put him on dimensionals because why not? All right, let's use some baby dimensionals on his ears so that they don't show. Whoops, whoops. That's too much. All right, and one in the middle. Okay. Let's pop these off. Pop him right, kind of going over the label, coming right off the side of that. There we go. There we go. Coming. I like him when he's kind of popping off the label. It's kind of a call if you like it or not, but it's kind of a look I enjoy. And then the whole thing I'm going to put on, I've cut a hot dog style. So it's 4 1/4 by 11 inches, scored at 5 1/2. Right down the middle. And then I will put this on dimensionals as well. I did have, let me show you quick. I was choosing, I thought I was going to put him on some mango, but just, I know this is more than a half a sheet, right? But it was too much. I felt like it was harsh. That kind of had more of a harsh look to it. And for my spring card, I really wanted it to be light and bright. So I decided to go white on white. And whenever I do something like that, I definitely want to add some height to it. So I'm going to put this on dimensionals as well. I have run out of dimensionals. I was watching another demonstrator the other day online, and she had like a whole container of just these edges. She was using them, but she had a whole container of them. I tend to use them up before I open another pack. But have no fear. They work just like dimensionals. You just rip them off to the size you want. Okay. So let's do this. And pop this on the front of the card. And now you've got your free Thanks a Bunch carrot set combined with this adorable rainy day bunny for a beautiful spring card. So that set there along with this set here, and they pair together beautifully. All right, so let me show you a couple more ideas. Let me move this up because, oh, this is an idea. I just noticed that I had this little tiny bow tie here. It's actually not a bow tie. Well, I guess it is a bow tie. It depends how you use it. It goes with, there are some kite dies that come with the Playing in the Rain set. And so it is for the tail of a kite. But you could also give your little guy, if it was in the right color, maybe if it was in green, I would use it. But could give him a little bow tie like that. It kind of looks like the Mad Hatter with his bow tie. It's very cute. Cute, cute. Anyway, I'll put that aside for now. All right, let me pull in some other samples of things that I don't want you to overlook. Let me start with this here because this is something that I actually did not own until about a week ago. And that is the Kindness Cards Kits. So this is something that Stampin' Up! Added in their last little... a couple weeks ago, they added some additional products that you could get for free, and this was one of them. So it's a all-inclusive kit. So when it comes to you in a box, like so, with everything you need. So this particular kit comes with the stamp set, a spot, a block, and all the supplies needed to make these little guys. So let me kind of explain what they are. They're these like little coaster things. They're about the size of, the palm of your hand. And you can stamp on the back, inspired by your kindness, you made my day. They're really cute. Your smile makes the world a brighter place. Pass it on. You shine like the stars, have a great day. Thanks. And then they come with like little envelopes. So let me show you. These are like mint macaron envelopes that you can pop it in. No act of kindness is ever wasted. Kindness wins. You are so amazing. And then on the other side, you could stamp kind people are my kind of people. And then pop it in here. So you could either leave it like, if you were leaving a tip at some place where someone was particularly kind, or popping it in somebody's, leave it on somebody's left desk for somebody that's having or who deserves it. Let's put it that way. They don't have to be having a bad day, just somebody who deserves it to kind of pass on a little kindness. What I love about this is that I really like this stamp set, and now it's mine forevermore. Because all the words that I just showed you are in here, as well as hello. And they're cute. They're tiny, tiny, tiny. And because this is cardboard and you're not signing it, you're just leaving it for someone, they too can pass it on, which I think is a really, really kind of a nice thing. So if you are stocking up on things and getting something free and nothing else appeals to you, don't overlook this kit. It's really kind of a neat kit to have. All right, there's a bunch of paper out there, right? So this paper here, we went over a few weeks ago. We did some different cards with this paper. It's really pretty. I think I've used up all my paper that kind of is the really purpley paper. But I also wanted to show you, I did a card, like a manly card, using the opposite side of this paper. So you can get a lot of different kind of looks out of this paper. So don't overlook it. It looks very busy, but makes some really stunning cards, and then some really nice backgrounds on the back side of it. The next set of paper that I don't want you to here was the purple one. Purple. That's the wrong word. Blackberry Bliss. There's also the farm paper that is still available. The stamp set is in the catalog that coordinates with this. So if you have your eye on the stamp set, or you own the stamp set, I would highly recommend that you invest or consider getting the paper in the last few hours of Sale A Bration, because it's gonna serve you well. There's also, I only have one sample of this paper, but this paper is actually from Enjoy the Journey, which has some beautiful mountains, really quite easy to use with very little effort to do much with it. So this paper is something you might want to consider. These lanterns here are from the Spring Blessings stamp set, but the paper is from the Enjoy the Journey, available now for free. This card here, I thought I had another one, and I do. Okay. These two are from the same stamp set, and this stamp set is for a $100 purchase. If you purchase $100 worth of things, you can get this beautiful, I forget what it's called, Happiness is definitely in the title. Let's see if I was right. Beautifully Happy. close. Beautifully Happy is available for a $100 order. All right, the owls. Oh, the owls. Remember the owls? I haven't shown these in a really long time, but the owls are so cute. Anyway, the owls. You definitely want to think about those if you have a $50 order going in today. All right, and then finally the carrots. So let me just quickly review my carrot cards. Carrot card. Carrot card. Baby carrots. They really are adorable. This is the exact same panel that I put on the side here. So this one features that little bunny. This one just features some more carrots. And then you can make it look like a field of carrots. Some more carrots. You can make them look like fall. The top of the carrots can look like fall cards. Fall leaves. And then finally, this is the one that I did last week, which is not a carrot in sight, and but still the carrot set. So that is what I wanted to share with you today. I did not want you to miss out. If you are placing an order today, whether it's with me or a different demonstrator, make sure that you utilize your, just buy wisely. Because if you get to $50, you get something free. And I've just shown you a bunch of things that you can get for free that are going to enhance your stamping experience. So think about that. If you put in an order for over $100, you may think that this might be the right time to sign up because you will get $175 worth of stuff for $95. And you would continue to receive a discount until at least the end of June. And onward if you so choose. So I can give you details on that. Just please get in touch with me if you have a question on that at all. But you got to act quickly because that ends. I sound like Billy May, but that ends at midnight tonight. If you do have any questions on anything at all, reach out to me. Let me know if there's anything that you saw that you need here today. Please visit my website, bettyboop.stampinup.net. If I am your demonstrator, if you have another demonstrator, please get in touch with them and they will take care of you as well. All right, I think that's it. Feel free to leave me a comment. And yeah, I guess that's it. I will see you next week. It's March tomorrow. We've almost made it. Well, through winter is what I meant. In any case, I will see you next Tuesday, which is, I haven't flipped my calendar yet, but March 6th, I'm going to go with March 6th. Tuesday night, I will see you then. Take care, reach out if you need anything. I'd be happy to help. Thanks, guys. Bye.